116-99 as the Bucks get back in the win column, snapping a 7-game losing skid. A.J. Green letting it fly like he has the last couple of games. How about 15 three-pointers made for A.J. over the last 3? And the return of KPJ into the starting lineup for the first time since the season opener. He makes an impact with 13 points. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee's milestone man, goes over 21,000 for his career on an efficient 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 19 minutes of work. Here at the Gruber offices, One Call, That's All Sports Desk. Stephen Watson with you. Tom Crean going to join us momentarily as the Bucks get back in the win column for the first time in 2 weeks. They improve back to 6-6 here at Fiserv Forum. And Tom, they needed this one, and it was kind of the perfect recipe for the Bucks to get back on track tonight.
It really was, and it started out that way. Wesley Matthews, our analyst, kept referring to playing with the appropriate respect. And that's exactly what they did offensively. And I thought in the second half, especially that third quarter, is when the appropriate respect was given defensively as well. And that's a lot harder than it seems when the offense is coming easy to you. And it's not just because of Giannis and KPJ being there. It's because their spacing was great tonight. And the bottom line is they kept making the next pass. They kept going through the paint. There was a ton of inside outs. They got into the paint. They had 19 points off second shots. Very, very effective game. Yeah, defensively, they held their opponent to a season-low 99 points. That's the fewest by a Bucks opponent so far this year. But it was Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the way, becoming the 6th youngest player to 21,000 points, and he's standing by with Melanie Ricks.
Yanni, congratulations on the win, and congratulations on 21,000 career points. How did that feel in that moment when you reached that milestone?
It felt good. Definitely felt good. I'm just happy that we were able to come out here tonight. We were extremely focused. I think we played hard. We were able to get a lot of steals in the first quarter to set the tone and get a win.
Well, and you talk about building healthy habits, one of those things being the competitive spirit of the team. Can you talk about the spirit that you guys had going into this game?
You know, obviously, before this game, we lost 7 in a row, but our competitive spirit did not waver at all. I think the last 2 games we played extremely hard. You know, now we have Scoot back, I'm back, you know, and the team is fully loaded, focused to go and try to get wins. Obviously, we play Washington in a couple of days, and then we have a tough road trip. We're just going to stay focused, try to win as many games as we can, and get back on track.
And you know I got to ask you about that TA dunk. You and your teammates went crazy. What was going through your mind when you saw that one?
It's incredible. I think it's one of the hardest things for guys that don't play a lot to come, you know, in the fourth quarter, in 2, 3, 4 minutes left, and be able to play hard and give everything that they have, especially for somebody like Thanasis that came back from Achilles injury. 33 years old. It's incredible. Obviously, Thanasis means a lot to this team. His positive energy, how vocal he is on the bench, in the locker room, on the plane. Like, he helps all of the young guys, myself too, you know, just to stay on track and be focused with the game. But like, Thanasis is the oldest guy on the team, and be able to go downhill and dunk on somebody like that, it's incredible.
Thanks, Yanni. Congrats.
Okay. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 29 points in 19 minutes. Kind of crazy, though, Coach, when you think about the night where he joins history, a pretty exclusive list, just 42nd player all time. The loudest cheer inside this building was actually Thanasis' dunk.
I know. I know. And he's exactly right. He explained it. He's given you a real basketball version. He's given you being the brothers version, and he's given you how hard it is to come in and play that way. And so there's not only enjoyment, but there's respect for it. But the respect of this team all starts with Giannis. There's absolutely no doubt about that. He was active. He talked about the steals. They had 13 steals on the day. They moved him around, which I thought was so big. And just an outstanding game from Giannis tonight. Yeah, Menard's big money moment. Giannis Antetokounmpo with an efficient 29 points in 19 minutes. 6th youngest all-time to get to 21,000 points. He continues to amaze us. It's why I nickname him Milwaukee's greatest showman, because you just never know what type of show he's going to put on night in and night out. And the other big part of this piece of the Bucks' success tonight was the return of Kevin Porter Jr., Coach. I mean, just his presence alone changes the roster, the dynamic, his efficiency on the floor. We saw that for his 2nd straight game, that being the season opener. And then here tonight, just what did you make of the way that KPJ impacted this game? Well, I thought what was just awesome for everybody is he made the first shot, because now that takes a lot of stress off your mind, and you just play. He was 4-4 in the first half with 3 threes. He had 4 assists. He was delivering the ball. He was ready to shoot. As I said at halftime, his improved mechanics shooting the ball are really, really good. I mean, he comes in, they go under on the pick, late switch, knocks it down. He played a very complete game, and it was all in the way that he approached it. His intent was great from the beginning.
Yeah, 13 points. He was plus 10 on the floor. And we talked about it in Bucks Live before the game, Coach. You know, nobody was more excited to see Giannis and KPJ come back to this lineup than A.J. Green. And what does he go out? He hits 5 more threes here tonight. That's 15 over the last 3 games that we've seen from A.J.
Well, he doesn't need much time and space, but it always helps when you can get more time and space. And that's exactly what having Giannis and KPJ in there does for A.J. Green. He's always ready to shoot. There's no dip in his shot. The release is high. The places where he catches the ball and gets it off so high is amazing. And he's got great balance. He's got really good strength, great fundamental follow through. And when you're playing through the middle, like Milwaukee did such a good job of tonight, that only helps A.J. Green. I think he is getting ready to keep taking off more and more and more.
Yeah, 60% shooting for A.J. Green in those 15 made threes that he's had over the last 3 games. He just has to keep shooting. Give him the green light every single night. Good stuff from A.J. Green as the Bucks pick up a big win here tonight. And hey, Bucks fans, if you ever miss a live game, you can catch up with game replays on the FanDuel Sports Network app. As soon as the final whistle blows, you can watch every highlight and every big moment in your choice of 5, 10, or 15-minute condensed games. Download the FanDuel Sports Network app today. Well, we've got much more to come here on Bucks Live, presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Defense playing a big role in this Bucks win. We'll talk about it as Bucks Live rolls on. Bucks Live on FanDuel Sports Network is brought to you by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. By Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Steinhoffels, Wisconsin's largest furniture and mattress retailer. Hey, WMLW viewers, if you're enjoying tonight's game, make sure you subscribe to FanDuel Sports Network for more. Download the app to get started. 116-99, the final here tonight in Milwaukee. At the Gruber Law Offices, one call. That's on Sports Desk. Stephen Watson here with you inside Fiserv Forum as the Bucks able to snap their 7-game losing skid. The 99 points is the fewest that an opponent has had against the Milwaukee Bucks. The first time they've held an opponent under 100 points so far this season. As we welcome back Tom Crean into the mix. And Coach, defensively, what did you notice about the adjustments the Bucks made, or even just the intensity that they brought defensively to this game?
Well, you mentioned the both key words, especially in the second half. But in the first half, it seemed they were really aggressive going for steals. And that happens a lot of time when you really believe you can get the ball against a team, no matter who's out there. But if they didn't get the steal, they were giving up an open shot or an open drive. And I thought what they did in the second half was much, much better. Bottom line is when you can turn people over, you want to do it, right? But you got to be sound. You got to be clear in your intent. And that's exactly what the third quarter was all about to me. They had aggressive hands all game. They created the turnovers and the steals. They exposed the fact that Brooklyn does not dribble the ball that well. But it was way more sound in the second half and the third quarter, especially with the way they stayed in front of the ball, the way they challenged shots. There were very few open shots. So I thought they took the turnover mindset and turned it into being even more sound in the second half.
Yeah, holding them to 17 points. That's the fewest that a team's had in them in a single quarter this year. And the thing that really stands out, I look at this box score. How about the Bucks out-rebounding offensively their opponent? 19-12 second chance points for the Bucks. I mean, feels like maybe the first game that they've done that this season, Coach.
Well, it probably is, and they've got to do it next time, and they got to do it again after that, and there's really no reason that they shouldn't. I know there's a ton of people on the perimeter in this offense, but there's a lot of long rebounds. And you never get your break going without defensive rebounds, obviously, but you don't get your foul game going or even more open threes without your offensive rebound game. And for this team to build and get off the 29th in the league in free throw attempts, they've got to get more of those offensive rebounds because it puts other good players in foul trouble, which now and again you get into the bench a little bit more, a little bit earlier, and that benefits you as well.
Yeah, I mean, those were the keys that Doc Rivers talked about last night in the loss in New York was the offensive rebounds, the fouls, and the turnovers, and the Bucks did a much better job of that tonight. That's why they find the win and snap a 7-game skid. Coach, thanks for joining us here on Bucks Live tonight before and after the game. All right, Tom Crean, appreciate him as always. We're going to turn to the Bucks coach.